Okay, so a few things I wanted to go over before we actually get started on the topic tonight, which is how to sign distributors. So, as if you've been watching or following along the corporate pages, they have extended the new distributor kits so until the end of the month, and that'll include the 4 wraps, the fab wrap, and the essential oils and the mini defining gels. So that will go into the end of the month. And a reminder that the May 31st is the absolute last day to sign up and be eligible to earn any of the Go bonuses. All right, and I don't know if you guys are already receiving wrap packages, but I got my first wrap package in the mail today. So I'm super excited about the new packaging because before we had these boxes. I don't know if you guys have them. These were the boxes before, and now we have fancy new packaging, so it's pretty awesome. Oh, I gotta sneeze. It won't come out. Okay, so that is all I wanted to go over right now. I just want to get started on the information that we need because we all want to sign distributors and we all want to fill our charts to promote, right? So I have asked Sam to give us some tips on how to sign distributors because she is like one of the top enrollers of our team for distributors. So Sam, if you just want to introduce yourself and how long you've been in the business, and then some tips on how you run your business, either social media, in person, both, and go from there. Hold on. You're on. There you go. I unmuted you now.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Hi, everyone. Samantha Le-Vu. I've been in the business for like 13 months. I mainly work this mainly on Facebook. I just love Facebook. It cracks me up every day. I get so excited every time I get to be on there. I also go out and I do my blitz. It could be anywhere that I'm going, Starbucks, grocery shopping, just anywhere, you name it, the mall, theme park, when I'm taking my kids. It's just a way that I incorporate everything, my business into my lifestyle. So it's as easy as that. And so let me start off with the topic that I want to share with you on how I close the deal with distributor leads. Like, okay, to say most of us, like, we stop after giving people information on your potential team members as what your company is. What do we have to do? How much is it to get started? And then you answer those questions, and then then you would just stop because the person you're talking to stop asking you a question. With me, I don't stop there. I go and I say, I help them and create like an image in their mind of what a better future for them would be. What their financial stability would be, breathing room in the budget. It's our job to ask questions. It's not just waiting for them to ask us questions, but to me, I get more information from them because I want to know what their situation is for me to be able to help them with this business. And most likely, like I would say, what are their working full-time pay is like, or mostly like what do they make that is not paying their bills, or most of the time, like they what do they make, and then whatever they make, most likely that's what they're paying for their kids in their daycare, in the daycare. And and that just them with no money for like grocery, or no money for anything extra that they want to do in their kids' life, or for themselves. So and then I'll continue, and I'll ask them more questions. Like, I'll ask them, are you a stay-at-home mom that wants to add an extra income? Or then I would say, like, you know what would their life be like, just to have that extra leverage of extra income. And let me see, and then I would say, like, if like, if you can get people to start visualizing that this business could potentially, like, help them accomplish these things that they're looking for their situation. And I'm just saying, like, if you do those things, like, you're gonna have a lot of that $100 fast start bonuses coming your way, and that's it's helping you, and then you're helping someone else, getting that extra income also. And it's about getting leads and answering questions from these leads. It's you have to close the deal. So you do this by getting people to picture what their life could be like. And then after talking to someone, you have I'm just saying, like, you earn the right to ask for the sell. So what this means is, don't be afraid to ask people to, like, sign up, or don't be afraid to follow up. If you aren't asking for the sell, you aren't going to, like, get people to sign up. So after you have talked to someone and gotten, like, information, like I say, make them imagine what their life could be like with this business. And then like I say, you must ask them sign up, so you can help them get started. And because a lot of them, they're going to hesitate, because I'm just saying, like, this is like their it's a big step to them, and and then that fear and that scare comes in and stuff. And that's where we want to be coming in, and try to assure them that like, if I could do it, you could do it. I'm not anyone special. I'm just an ordinary, normal person. I work just like you. I live like daily like you. And it's just that the only thing that I did was I took that first step. I took that jump. I believe in it, and I took that faith, and I'm like, you know what? If you're not gonna willing to change the situation, then nothing's gonna change at all. So that's why, like, I'm really glad that that I took that step. So what I'm trying to say is that help them to take that same step. So my tip on, like, closing the deal is to get a date. So, like, ask when is the $99 is in their budget. If you have done, like, a good job creating an image of a better future, financially, you continue to, like, just continue to be the friend in the meanwhile, and just keep connecting with them, build that relation. And between now and the date that they give you, that they tell you when they're gonna uh get started, you wanna continue to, like, message them and tell them how excited you are, to help them get started. Because you can't go into a follow-up with fear that they'll say no, or ignore them, or they're already scared. So you know just like I'm saying, like, this is like a big step for them, that you want to keep the excitement going. And just continue to tell them, because it's really contagious when you get excited because they feel they feed off of your energy. And you know, I tell my team all the time, I say, you know what, have confidence, you know, have confidence in yourself that, you know, that you can help people achieve, you know, what they want. And then like I say, you know, we have a system for everyone. We have the steps to success. So, you know, everyone has the plan, you know, and it's we have, you know, we have the getting started call, you know, a wiki Zoom call, you know, and that's always going to be there for anyone to want to participate, wants to learn more. And you know, and that's why, like, every time someone asks me, you know, how do I get good with that, I say, you know what, because I plug in any chance that I get, any opportunity that, you know, that you know, that Vanessa or Tina or someone else say, hey Sam, we have this going on right now, if you want to plug in, you know what, I'm right on it, I jump on, you know. And so you know, to finish up, like I'm saying, um you know, it's just consistent reputation of information that, you know, that you continue to give, you know, the potential distributor, you know, because they see that from you. And you know, I'm just saying, like, when you're talking to them, your leads is what it's what they see. And and I'm saying, like, if you're sending your leads the signal that you're not being consistent with your business, then you don't really believe in yourself. That's what you're telling them. And you make your business and I'm just saying, you have to make your business your priority when, you know, when your leads will find, you know, or else they'll find someone else to, like, to enroll with. And I'm just saying, people need someone, you know, that they can count on to lead them to success. So, you know, so I'm just saying, like, be that person. That's what you know, a lot of time they're you know, everyone, the people that they're looking for that. And of course with me, I was looking for that, and that's why, you know, I was always, you know, staying in touch. I'm messaging Vanessa like almost every day, daily, and I'm like, you know, because I don't want to lose out on what I have going on, and I want to maintain that, and I want to continue, and I want to keep going. So, you know, so that's what I'm saying, how, you know, how I'm getting um how I'm helping, you know, distributor to sign up.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so I wrote a lot of stuff down. Because it's true, if you're not following up consistently, then they're going to the next best thing. They're going to go to the person that is always following up, always checking in with them. And if you're not displaying any confidence in your post or in your messages to them, they're going to feed off of that. So if you're not confident, they're going to be like, well, why would I want to sign up with her? You know, so, and the same thing with the consistency. If you're only following up once every few months, and maybe it's a loyal customer that you've been following up with, right? And you only follow up every so often, but then they go to a party or they go somewhere and somebody asks about the wraps and or another product, and you haven't followed up with them, guess what? If they decided to become a distributor, they're going to join that other person that they went to that party with, or that had asked them about the wraps or whatever product. So you always want to stay in touch with them because of that reason. So how many times a day do you post on Facebook?
For me, you know, I would post 20 or more, 20 to 30 posts.
Yeah, that is a lot. Especially if you're just starting out and you have a full-time job and things like that. I know you have a full-time job too, but I'm saying, like, for everyone else, sometimes that's not always feasible. So what you can do to to get at least 5 to 10 posts out there a day is there's apps that you can schedule your posts. So there's no excuse why you couldn't possibly do 20 to 30 posts. There isn't any excuse to do it. And you can set up maybe 10 minutes a day setting up your posts for the day. Or maybe you do 10 minutes at nighttime to set up your posts for the next day. You know, when your kids are asleep, or, you know, sorry guys, but I know you guys have your phone while you're on the toilet. So while you're on the toilet, you can schedule some posts, or you can make some posts. So, I mean, people make excuses, but what you want to find out is how bad do you want to make your life change? So if you want to sign so many distributors, you're gonna have to find your numbers. It's a numbers game. So if once you start, you know, posting and you figure out, okay, so for every 5 posts, I'm gonna get at least 5 to 6 leads. And out of those 5 to 6 leads, only one person is going to be really interested and want to join. So you gotta know your numbers, because if you don't know your numbers, then it's going to be harder for you to you know, get them to sign. Like for me, I know that I have to mess at least 20 to 50 people every so often. And out of those 20 to 50, maybe 3 or 4 of them are interested in the products or interested in the business. And it takes the average person 7 to 21 follow-ups before they join you as a distributor or as a customer. So if they don't join you right away, that's okay. Not everybody is going to join right away. You're going to have, there's the 4 color personalities, right? There's the green personality that's going to want to know every single thing about the, they're going to research. They're going to do their research before they join you. They're going to want to know every single thing about the plan. Then you got your yellows. Your yellows are going to want to know if it really works. If you're staying in the business long enough to make sure that it works, because yellows are all about loyalty. Reds. The reds are the reds are the go-getters. So most of the time, the reds will sign up right away. If not, they'll sign up within a few months or a few weeks of talking. It just depends on how often you follow up. And then your blues, they're the party people. So if you are at a party or you're blitzing, those people are the people that are going to be interested in what you're doing. So if you have confidence when you're doing a party, that's what they're going to feed off of. Stop.
When are you going to take me down?
In a minute. I'm almost done, okay? So you got to know your 4 personalities, and you got to see what personality you are, because whatever your personality is, that's what you're going to attract as well. So like Samantha, she is a super hot red, and so she's a firecracker, and that's all she's going to enroll is firecrackers, right? I mean,
Right.
she's gonna find some of those yellows, blues, and greens, but her main focus is always gonna be those firecrackers, those reds. Stop. Me, I'm in between green and yellow. See, I read the entire compensation plan a few days before I joined, but I kind of had that red personality and I joined right away, but only because I absolutely needed the money at the time. Because with me, the reason why I joined was because we were overdrafting our account every week, week after week. So I actually overdrafted my account to join the business, because if I didn't do, like she said, if you don't do anything, it's going to change. So that was my opportunity to make something happen. We can make a change. So another thing you can do is share success stories. You can share mine, you can share anyone else's on the team. What you can do is search the hashtag. Sorry. Oh, I just ate. If you can search the hashtag caught in the adventure. Somebody else, I can't figure out who it is. Search the hashtag caught in the adventure, and Pam will post you know, everybody that's had success. It's anyone, regular distributor all the way to ambassador and black diamond. Like she'll post different success stories depending on who posts it and who shares it and yada yada yada. But there's a lot of success stories that you can share with other people. You may not be making a lot of money right now, but you will be making that amount of money if you continue and be consistent. Is it mine that's doing that? I'm just gonna mute everybody, and you can just unmute yourselves in a bit. So if you're consistent, like Samantha says, she's posting 20 to 30 times a day. She's following up with people every single day. She doesn't let them just ask a question and let it be over with. She's asking them questions to find out more about them. And that's a huge part of this business too. People stay with you because they become your friends. They become your family once you join this business. So if you're asking them questions, like she said, what is your current situation? What are you currently making at your job that you can't afford, you know, diapers, or you can't afford that gas, you can't afford groceries? Things like that is what makes them think and what makes them hit close to home, because they start thinking about the stuff that they don't have and the stuff that they could have with this business. And $20 is a lot of money to people. It seriously is, because back then when we were overdrafting, $20 was basically going to buy us milk, eggs, ramen noodles, which is totally bad for you. I can't believe we ate that a lot. You know, maybe peanut butter, jelly, and bread. It just depends on how far you can stretch $20. And that's sad that people live this way, but we have an opportunity to help them. And if you're sharing that with them, because all you have to do is sell one wrap, and you're going to make $25. One wrap. You're going to get 4 wraps in your kit, right? You got 4 wraps in your kit. That's $100. $100 is a lot of money. And if you're signing loyal customers, and you're gonna get wrap rewards, and that's another $75 profit that you're gonna make once you sell that money. So, I mean, sell those wraps. So what you should be doing is posting about the littlest things that you're gonna afford with that extra $25 or that extra $100. When you sign a distributor and they get their first 2 customers and have their auto ship set up, or they reach 150 personal bonus volume, you're gonna get a $100 bonus. Now, that $100, it kind of covers the time and effort that you spend getting that person signed up. But don't think of it that way. Think about that $100 is going to buy groceries. That $100 is going to be able to take your family out to dinner. And if you're saving your bonuses, or you know, maybe even just paying off your debt, you're paying off your student loans, or maybe your kids need some new shoes, or maybe you need some new shoes. Even if you have a regular job and you needed an extra uniform and they weren't going to pay for it, you can sell a box of wraps or a package of wraps, or you can sign a distributor and help them get 2 customers, and you're going to get a $100 bonus the next week. Those $100 bonuses are unlimited. You can make 15 $100 bonuses in a week. It just depends on your efforts. If you're out there signing distributors, you're going to make that money. So, Max, that is enough. Because I said. So go out there. You're going to sign loyal customers, of course, but you should also focus on signing distributors. For 1, you're going to get those $100 bonuses. 2, you're going to fill your charts to promote, which is going to increase your commission checks. 3, if you get to diamond, you're going to get those bonuses. for reaching diamond and above. And not only that, once you get to diamond, you unlock an entire different compensation plan. And that part in itself is amazing. So this business can be life-changing, but only if you make it life-changing. If you are, plugging in to every single call that we have or training that we have, the corporate calls, the events, which reminds me they just announced green carpet tickets went on sale on Saturday. So if you're attending those events, you're going to meet all the top income earners. They're going to give you more tips on how to sign loyal customers, how to sign distributors, and you're going to increase your paychecks that way. So one thing that I like to do for social media is I schedule my posts. I will message every single person that has liked or commented on a post. And I will just say, hey, thanks for the like on my post. Are you interested in making an extra $200 to $500? They say yes, they say no, or they ignore me completely. But I know I'm doing my part to reach out to them, because if you just make a post, you're just waiting for somebody to contact you, and that's not always the best thing. Posting is not asking, and if you are not asking, then you're not going to go anywhere. So make sure that you don't just post about your business, that you ask you ask the people that are liking and commenting if they're interested. Because if they're interested and you don't ask, they're going to go to the next person that is going to ask. And sometimes they're scared to comment, or they're scared to message you because they don't know. Maybe they've never talked to you before. Or maybe they're interested, but they just don't know how to approach you about a certain product or about the opportunity. So you reaching out to them is a step forward. Okay, I have 8 minutes. Sam, do you have anything else that you would like to add? I unmuted you. There you go.
Okay. I'm gonna say, to me, I set myself I want to say a goal each month. So my goal each month is to hit it or go above it. So what I do is, number one, if I make sure I'm always commission qualified, that is number one. Because the reason why we're in this business is because we're looking for that extra income for ourselves. So that is very important, because if you're not commission qualified, you're not going to get paid. You're not going to get paid on commission, and all your work is for nothing. So you want to be commission qualified to make sure that you get that. And number two is, I'm going to try to enroll 4 loyal customer, if not 4 or more. And the third thing that I'm always out there looking for is to help at least 3 people start their own It Works business. That is, I'm always out there blissing everything, and because that's very important to me. And so, with me saying those 3 steps, you just, just more saying that, you just follow up the plan. You just completed the 3 steps to success. It's that easy. So, just keep that, rolling each month, and then each month, and it adds up, and it adds up, and it adds up. And, and then sooner or later, you're like, wow, I'm already boxing for Ruby, or I'm already boxing for Emerald. I'm already boxing for Diamond. The next thing you know, you're just flying. But, if you don't keep these 3 steps, in mind, and you just sit there and you're not wanting to follow up any plan or setting any goals for yourself, with me, I write in my journal all the time. I write down day 1, day 2, because I'm going to complete the whole 365 days of the year. Each day, what I accomplished, what am I proud of myself of, what more do I need work with, what is my weak area. I put that all into my daily plan, and just say, say yesterday, if I didn't hit my goal, I'm going to add that on to today. So today, I'm making myself do double the work. And then if I didn't hit it the third day, I'm going to make myself do that triple work. But when I hit it each day, or I go above what my goal is for that day, I'm already succeeding. So the next day, I'm not going to say, oh, I'm going to slow down, I'm going to sit there and be lazy. No, I'm going to go ahead and what I need to do, what I put down to do that day, I'm going to complete that and plus more. So that, that I think that is what makes me like a true go-getter. Like, I'm not going to stop. No one's going to stop me. So, and I'm just saying, like, if you just stay focused, you be positive, be confident, believe in yourself, have that faith, and just go for it. Just go for it.
Yep. Cami Dempsey always says, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So if you don't have your goals set out for you every single day, or at least every week or every month, then you don't know what you're shooting for. The minimum that you should be shooting for is a steps to success. And that is 4 loyal customers, 3 distributors, and making sure that you are commission qualified. I'll be right there, babe. I'm almost done. So if you are not at least shooting for your steps to success, you are already planning to fail. So, and then as far as your daily tasks, I do have some spreadsheets, or not spreadsheets, some checklists that I can send to you guys. And it's pretty basic checklist. And the goal sheet is kind of like that checklist, but it tells you, what you should be doing on a daily basis to help you achieve your goals. Message 5 people a day, add 5 new friends to Facebook. It's minimum. But if you want to go above and beyond, then you can set your own goals. You can, choose to message 100 to 50 to 100 people every hour, or whatever the case is. As long as you don't get put in Facebook jail or Instagram jail, I think you should be good. That's something you do not want to be put in, because then you can get blocked out of your social media, and then you have to go out and blitz. And blitzing can be very uncomfortable to start off with. But once you get into the groove of things, it's really simple. And all you have to do is, when you pass out those blitz cards, is all you have to say is, here is a coupon for my business. Let me know if you have any questions. And just hand them that card and let them read it. And then they'll ask you questions from there. If they say no, okay, just go and hand it to the next person that you see. And we also have, the shirts. We have the car magnets. So your car can be a moving billboard. You can be a moving billboard with your gear. So just make sure that you're always posting about your business. You're always talking about your business, because if your mouth is closed, your business is closed. And that's all I got for tonight. Like I said, I have those sheets for you guys, so that way you can have it. And then just message, because and follow up. Stay consistent, because that is how you are going to grow your team. And that's stay confident, because that is how they are going to feed off of you. And if you're not confident, then you are definitely not going to be signing any distributors. Keep your posts positive as can be. If you do have negativity or any drama on your page, then those people, that is the kind of people that you're going to attract, is people that are drawn to drama and drawn to negativity. And those are not the type of people that you are going to want on your team. So just keep that in mind. Like I said, those 4 personalities, I can send you guys that chart too, because you also kind of want to interview your potentials, so to speak. Like the way she asks about, their situation and stuff like that. You also kind of want to know what their personality is, so that way you know how to respond to them as well. So I'm going to let you guys go for the night, and I hope you took some notes, but if you didn't, I will post the recording in just a few minutes. You guys have a great night.
You too.
Bye.
Did I stop it? No, I did.